Yes, I did just fill the Ducati up with diesel at BP. What a plonker. However, we're here today at Donington Park GP. We've got the Melbourne Loop involved, which I love that part of the track. And we're going to be flying around on the Ducati V4S. So in today's video, we're going to be testing what the Ducati V4S performs like. We're going to be testing how the ABS performs on track, how much it intervenes with the bike, traction control, all the slide controls. We're going to be testing that on slick tyres and road tyres so we can get a very good idea of what the actual stock road bike is like on track.
Now let's not go into too much detail about how I fill the bike up with diesel, but let's talk about how we resolved the situation. Had to take the tank off, as you can see here. Fuel pump is out. We've completely drained all the diesel out of the tank. We filled it up with petrol, swished it round, emptied it, cleaned the fuel pump, taken the fuel pump apart, made sure there's no diesel left in the bike, as we do not want any of that going into this beautiful V4S powerhouse.
Right, so we got it back together. We're going to see if it works. Moment of truth. Working. Sounds fine. All right, we're not going to upset too many people in the garage, but that is working. So we're going to leave a little test ride down the road and we should be good to go.
Okay, first out on the bike now, we've got the road tyre. So that's the Pirelli Supercorsa SPV3. We've got all the traction set to 1 on the bike, slide control set to 1, and then we've also got the ABS set to 1, which means you've got no rear ABS and the front is as least as it could be. Now this is what I've been advised to use the V4S on track with because it doesn't intervene. However, I'm a bit nervous that the ABS is going to start intervening when I'm really hard onto the brakes into those late apexes. And when that happens, you sort of lose braking, so you end up running quite deep into the corner. Let's see what happens.
So we're in for a lap of Donington Park GP. Breaking the pit exit here. Down 2, late turn in. Oh, the bike's just dialing into those apexes on the power. Well, we're on the road tyre here. So we've got a bit of movement on the power. On the brakes, it's pretty stable. Down again here. Oh, look at the straight into the apex. My foot's on the floor. It's just went a bit wide there. Open it up the hill. Front brake all the way around here. Squeeze the throttle. Down again. Flip it over. The Ducati V4S just flies around there. Missed the apex a bit. That's my fault. In here, blind corner. Late apex there. Double apex to run it out wide, cut back in, stand the bike up, wind up power. Whoa! Big hit, keep the front down 3 gears into this chicane. Look how easy this flips over. 1, 2, over, open on the power. Oh, it's just magic. Oh, I'm a bit out of shape into here. Bit of a late apex here, you sort of miss it. Oh, we got a red flag. Bummer. However, that was I'm out of breath. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's just on the road tyre, so I cannot wait. It's so good. It's unbelievably good. I cannot wait to get out on the slick tyre. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, what do we think of the bike so far? Well, it's an absolute weapon. The power is insane. It's been going past bikes down the straight, like new BMW S1000RR. We left the corner at the same speed and it did go past it. So now I don't know for sure whether he was flat out or not, but the power is there. I noticed the power straight away. The other thing was the turning, ridiculous. Through Coppice, at the back end of the track onto the Starkey Straight, coming into Coppice, it's like a double apex corner. You come up to it blind, it was tipping in. And where I normally turn in on the R1 race bike that I had before, this bike turns in, I turn in too much. It went over the curb. Unbelievable. It's just diving. That front has just got so much turning. So that is unbelievable. The way it flops down as well. You just come into the corner, hard on the brakes, tip it down. The pegs are scraping. Like, look at the boots today. Absolutely spoilt the boots. They've been right tucked in on the pegs. And that has just been laying the bike down every corner. So initial impression is very good, but we're going to get out now. We've put slicks on the bike, so we're going to go test those out. and see how they compare to the road tyres.
So we've got the slick tyres on now, no wheelie control. Look at that, third gear's wheeling. Down into second into here. Wow, tight on there. Bit of movement on the front wheel. Open it up. I was a bit far over there. Oh, the slicks have got so much grip compared to the road tyre. Wow, no movement at all here. This is lovely. Down the craners, flick down. Here we go into here. Coming tight, so we can get past this guy. Open it up. Short shift up the hill. Look at that, no movement. Oh, bit of movement there. Running the front brake in. Flipping it over. Look at this. Just hits every apex this bike. Third gear there. Blind corner here. Turn it in. Be patient on the throttle here. Get the bike stood up. And then go down the straight. It goes ballistic. Whoa. Down 3 in here. A lot of movement there on the back wheel. As the engine braking's kicking, look at that, flipping from side to side. About 4. Down into 3. Whoa. Down to the late apex again. Get it turned. Stand the bike up. Whoa, wheelie, look at that, third gear. 125 mile an hour wheelie. Into first here.
All right, that is the track day completed. We managed to do 6 sessions of the day, which is good. We missed the first session, obviously, because I filled the bike with diesel. What did I think of the bike? Well, let's summarize it. Awesome bike. At the start of the day, as I mentioned, we were riding, the turn on the bike was unbelievable. So quick to just turn in and flip over. The suspension was just set on dynamic mode, and that worked really well. The ABS was the most impressive thing I've seen, because when it was on 1, so that means just the front works and not the rear, it didn't intervene at all. So I was braking super hard. Even when I had the slicks on, I didn't feel the ABS lever go once. So that is a massive bonus for this bike. So you can literally buy one of these from Ducati or second hand, bring it to the track in complete stock form as this is, on stock tyres, and have a mega day. Like, that was pushing on very, very well. When we got the slicks fitted, the only difference I felt was where I was pushing really hard into the corners, the front wasn't turning in quite as well as it was when it was on the stock tyres. And I just think that extra little bit of grip just gives, I think it just needs a little bit of tweak on suspension. So dynamic mode maybe not working so well there. Maybe the position of the bike needs changing, geometry a bit. All stuff that I'm not too great on doing, but I'm sure a suspension pro would be. However, even with slicks, it was still absolutely mega. One other thing we did as well, we changed the brake pads, and we put some SBS SBS carbons on there, that was it. And they were night and day different compared to the stock pads that came on the bike. Stock pads were swelling up, you were getting a real spongy lever, it was going back to the bar sometimes, which wasn't the best thing ever. But as soon as we put those carbon pads in, it was just absolutely spot on. No brake fade whatsoever. So all ABS system intact, standard lines, everything, and they were absolutely fine. So if you're watching this video to find out if this works on track well in stock form, it does. Another thing to mention was the traction control and the wheelie control. Absolutely like spot on. I know it could be a little bit less and the wheelie control could be a bit more precise. However, with some of the Ducati updates that have come out in like the 2023 model, I'm sure that's fixed the problem. It was just it was intervening a little bit too much, even on the lowest setting. So, and when you clicked into third gear from second, when wheelie control was working, it sort of let go and sort of went flying. So that could be a little bit better. Traction control though, on the lowest setting 1 was just absolutely fine. So I didn't feel like I needed any less intervention. I feel like coming out the corners, the bike was still moving around how I wanted it to, but I still felt quite safe. So that was a massive bonus. A couple of things to mention here on this bike, the bars come stock really wide. That's actually a real help because you've got that big leverage to like pull this bike around and muscle it about. The bars, obviously because they're hollow as well, they're just bar ends come out and you can just fix your brake lever on, which is, well, your guard, which you have to have on track days now. So that's also a massive bonus. You can just literally whack that in and that works fine. And that's it really. I put the screen on today because that wasn't there on this morning. That's made a massive difference as well because I can actually see out of the screen now. So yeah, putting it all together, mega bike. If you're gonna get one, do track days, go and buy one. I think it's worth it because yeah, you pay a Ducati premium. However, with all the bits on this bike, you probably spend it on a normal bike. So this is just out the box, fantastic. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Any questions you've got, please drop them in the comments box below. I'm gonna be in the comments section when this video goes live, so please fire away. And always, as always, if you could subscribe, that'd be much appreciated to see more fantastic content on this lovely bike and other episodes we've got coming up. Might be buying a 90s Fireblade soon, so hopefully we'll have some content on that soon. Again, thank you very much for watching and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.